Guys, what's going on? CRAZZEEGUY here. So about 3 years ago now, I made a video titled My Complete Ninjago Ninja Suit Collection, or something along those lines. And today I've finally got an updated version of it. So as you can see, sitting behind my glorious coronavirus sig fig, we have the stand again, but it's much bigger this time, and it's still a work in progress. So this goes up to Sons of Garmadon, and then I have all of the later seasons over here. And then I've got my Lloyd stand, my Nia stand, and my Sensei Wu stand, and then just a few miscellaneous figures lying around. But yeah, so first of all, I'm going to do it from order of like when they were released in the season, not by the actual year the set was released, if that makes sense. So by default, we have to start with all the Season 1 figures that I own, right? So I only own Jay and Kai's original suits, but I do actually own the pink Zane. I'll put him in Zane's actual spot there, from the new 2020 set, even though it technically came out in 2019, I don't know. But from the new Season 12 set, alright? So it's got the same printing, but his emblem's a little bit bigger. But the Zane actually has back printing, unlike the other two. But the only thing that I've made different about the Zane is I put a classic Zane face on it, rather than the redesign from the movie. But for Jay and Kai, you can see they have their original face prints that they stick around for quite a while, because they don't decide to change them often, and it's like, it was fine. But yeah, now let's move on to Season 2. Now, Season 2 brought with it the ZX or ZX Ninja, depending on where you're from. I do really like this, but I've only got two of them, which is Cole and Jay, as you can see here. Jay's face print is the exact same, but I'll show you Cole's. That stays the same up until about Season 6, and then it also gets changed another time after that. But yeah, those are those two. What I really like is the armor piece, and then how the printing on the back, the armor piece kind of wraps around it. I'll bend forward just so you could see it a little bit better. There you go. You can see the armor piece going around their symbols. They all have different sort of things. I do hope to get all of these eventually, like I said. Especially Lloyd and Kai. Those two are like my favourite two of those, like this sort of era. Now then, I only have two figures from the later half of Season 2 when they are trapped on the island. I have Kimono Lloyd and Ultimate Spinjitzu Master Lloyd, I guess, or just Golden Lloyd works too. I got this Kimono Lloyd from the book that came out. I got this back in 2014 when I was just starting to become like, very into Ninjago and stuff. And it's one of my favourite figures because it's one of the first figures. You can see his face print there, if my stand doesn't fucking fall over. Yep, that's the same from when he was a little kid. And he has a scared face, which I really like, because sometime in that time phrase he breaks his leg, and that accurately represents that. His back printing, however, has the older snake pattern rather than the new dragon head pattern that was kind of introduced during, I think, Season 3 or 4. But actually no, because I think if I take out these swords from Golden Lloyd, by the way, I got Golden Lloyd from the Lego Dimensions pack. Yeah, you can see his symbol there. But I actually got that pack before I even got Dimensions, because, it's Golden Lloyd. I always wondered why they gave him a golden head with a weird face print, but I always kind of liked it. I know some people in the community don't, but I am not one of those people. Now, I only have one of the Season 3 Techno Robe figures, but it's the main one, who is Zane. He looks very cool. I like the small emblem printing and the ice energy sort of coming out of it. I really do like this figure, and you can see it's the same face print that I put on the pink Zane, but just with a mask covering it, because in the season that this was taking place, the masks were meant to mask and cover the ID of all of the ninjas, so they couldn't be detected by the robots and stuff. I can show you his back printing, which I also think looks really, really cool. But I do have one more figure that is technically a Techno Robe, and that is Battle Damage Zane, which is essentially just the exact same thing, but he's got a silver arm and his chest has been torn open. I know he does have an exclusive face print with this figure, but I don't have it. I literally just got the torso off of some random Bricklink order or something, but I think it is a really cool addition considering it is how he appeared in part of the season. Now my first almost full house figures are the Techno Robe, no, Tournament Robes. God, I'm an idiot, but yeah. So I really do like these robes because these were when I first started actually collecting Ninjago, and this Lloyd here was my first ever Ninjago figure, so it's kind of special to me in that sort of way. And then you've got Kai, Jay, and Cole. They all look really cool. I like all of the belt printing, how it's got darker bits to show shading and stuff. And I just like the armoured look of them. And then if I go back, you can see all the back printing. Lloyd has now got the updated symbol. And then all of these guys are the same from when they were originally released. But as you notice, we've not had a Nia yet, because there was only one Nia that released during, before this. Oh wait, no, there were technically two. But I don't have either of them. But if I were to get a Nia, if I could make a Nia, I'd want the Techno rebooted one, where she's got the new red thing that she wears up until, very late in the season. There we go, this is the first fully complete section. This is the Zukin robes. I included Nia's Season 4 Samurai X outfit here, because I really do like it. It's got the unique Samurai X face printing, and then it does also have a normal Nia face on it. And then that's what it looks like with the helmet on. She does also probably have some back printing if I take out her swords. Yep, not much though, just a little bit of armor printing. We've got Kai and Jay here. I really like all of the orange elements on these figures. The only thing that I don't like is how loose the soul hoarders are. They fall out often. And then this is the first appearance of a titanium Zane. He's got all silver printing aside from he would normally have matching with these guys, so I imagine it would be white on the torso and then the same brown. And then Lloyd, I actually haven't shown his updated face print, so there we go, that's it. I'll show you Zane's as well. Zane has a really cool screen, but he also has a human face. I personally do not like that kind of look where he has his human, not human face, but non-visor eyes showing through. And also, each one of them has their little elemental symbols on the hood. Also, I thought I'd just show this Master Wu that came out during this time. He came in a book exclusive, but he's got some golden robes, and on the back there he's got the flower print. It's just an interesting exclusive figure which I don't think was ever actually in the show. Now then, these are some of my personal favourite suits, which is the Deep Stone suits. You can see they're mainly all black with their elements on, and they used this hood piece for quite a while, up until the movie actually, so that's why these suits were so influential. Wait a minute, Nia's not all black. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about these suits. I personally don't mind, I really like this Nia suit, but I know a lot of people don't like the suits because of that. Also, another thing, I just used the face print from the last Samurai X as well, because she gets a generic female face print, and I just don't really agree with that. Also, what really annoys me is Cole. He becomes a ghost in this season, but none of the sets actually included the ghost face, which we get later in Season 6. But I'll show you what that looks like. I think it looks really, really cool. Next is another one of my personal favourite suits, which is the Air Jitsu. Well, I guess they're not really suits, they are more of Air Jitsu forms. The main four came out back when the actual Season 5 wave came out, but Nia and Lloyd came out in Day of the Departed in their own solo set. What I really like about these is the face prints. Nia actually looks like Nia. Kai has fire around his eyes. Jay has lightning around his eyes. Cole has orange on him, which is really cool. The only one that I'm not the biggest fan of is Zane's. It just looks strange to me. Lloyd's hood won't come off. There we go. And you can see Lloyd's very angry. And they're all extremely reflective. just by bending them all back a little bit. You can see that. Kai mostly, and then Nia is really cool. At the back of them also just have their elemental symbols. Apart from Nia, she has her like big wave symbol that she's had since the introduction of Nia. It was on her dress and everything. But yeah, I really do like this wave. Also, I thought I'd quickly just mention Moro here. This is Possessed Lloyd. He comes with 2 unique pieces. Well, this piece is unique, but this was a new mold for the time. And it's essentially just his deep stone suit, but cracked up and stuff because he's being possessed by a ghost. And then also, of course, you've got the Sensei Wu from the season. I don't have his retirement outfit, but this is the dragon suit he wears late into season 5. And I really do like the dragons on it and the shurikens and just... Now next up are the Jitsu's suits, because the other ones were the Jitsu forms. These were actually the Jitsu suits. I really like them. I like their individual unique symbols. Kai's looks like a lion, Jay has an octopus, Cole has a monkey, Zane has a dragon, Lloyd also has a dragon, and so does Nia. No, Nia's is more like a phoenix. The one thing that I don't like about these suits, however, is how similar Nia and Kai look. I wish that they used the light bluish colour on Nia rather than the red. But yeah, a lot of people don't like these suits. Also, I don't think I showed Cole's alternate face. Oh yeah, and Jay also got a new face. It's not the pirate one, but it's this happy one. And then on the other side, it has a sad face. Also, I quickly just realised that I'm an idiot and I forgot to include these stone armour suits from Season 3. This is actually the first appearance of that new Jay face. He came in a book. I also just gave him the Technoblade because I had the pieces for it. But yeah, that's it for this. Now on to Day of the Departed. We have all of them. These suits are basically like combinations of all the old ones. You can see Jay has his metal arm, Kai has lots of straps, Cole especially on the legs, Zane has the brown thing, but for Lloyd and Nia, it's essentially just if they got the Season 1 variants of the costumes. If you have a look here, they just look like they would fit in more there. Also, if you're wondering why my Zane and Jay have masks on, it's because I didn't get the Ultra Stealth Raider that came with the fully fledged pieces for the head. But just in case you were wondering what that looks like, there we go. And then Zane as well. Zane also does have a new face print where he's got a little crack in the top, and then on the back it's more of a technological robot kind of thing. I do really like this face print, but I prefer the visor, so that's why I have it on this figure, so it looks better with the half mask. Oh yeah, and this is also Day of the Departed Sensei Wu. You can see he's got a more simple belt kind of thing. He's also got the flute that was in Season 2, even though it got broken in Season 2, but you know, it's whatever. But now we have Cole RX. He is really cool. He has transparent arms with a bit of printing on and orange hand. It's supposed to be like energy flowing out of him. I also didn't show his new face print. He now has a scar, and then he has an angry face and a happy face. But yeah, that's it. Right then, that is going to unfortunately have to be it for this video, guys. If you want me to, I will do a part 2 where I go from Hands of Time up until now. But that might be a little while away because I have other things to do, like make a rainbow montage, which is coming out on Saturday. But yeah, that's all for now. Bye!